All right, man. You know what it is. It's the best damn sports podcast on the internet. Sports Unplugged. Follow us. Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok, SportsUnplugged. That's right, man. It's your boy, the Destin Legend, Leon Rogers, Media Mind.
Hello.
Hey, man, first of all, I want to say thank you to Chicago and the Bernie Mac Foundation. They gave me an award Sunday, the Bernie Mac Lifetime Achievement Award. My big brother, Damon Williams, was the first to receive it, and it feels great to come behind my mentor and receive the same thing. And it's an award that's given to you if they feel like you're doing some good in the Chicago comedy community, helping to advance it. And by all means, I don't think I'm all that, because there's a lot of us that are out there representing Chicago comedy well. Shout out to brothers like D. Ray Davis. Shout out to brothers like Corey Holcomb. Shout out to brothers like Deion Cole.
Yes.
Craig Robinson.
Yes.
You know, Mark Simmons, Lil Rel. The list goes on and on. I could talk for days. The ladies that are killing the game right now: Fab Monroe, Corey Bell, Just Niche, my cousin Tierra, Marilee, Mo Good, Lisa Laird. I could go on forever. Chicago has a bunch of talent. The New Jacks that are coming on the scene doing their thing. Shout out to guys like Joy Gamby. Beautiful. I just had the pleasure of working with her yesterday. Sir Trey, D Brown, and Big Low, Uncle Hank.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
We got the Mojo on there.
My Mojo Brooks is really killing the game right now. He's got the flag right now. He's at the front leading the charge. It's his right now. I just so many talented Chicago men. Sheldon Calhoun, Sir Trey, D. Bradley, you know what I'm saying? Just so many up-and-coming comedians, man, and legends, you know, Michi Hall. Like, I could go on for hours and hours talking about the greatness of Chicago comedy, and I'm just glad to be a part of that fraternity, and I'm glad to be recognized by the Bernie Mac Foundation. Thank you all. I appreciate it. Let's get to it, man.
Please.
We got a lot to talk about today. Let's stay in the comedy world real quick.
All right. Well, we got T.I. Tip Harris. We haven't heard an album, a remix, a feature in a very long time.
And you got some shit out now, though.
Yes.
You heard that first single?
I did.
Woo!
I did.
Tip back.
Well, you know, he may want to go back in that lane. I'm not a fan of the comedy.
No.
I will say this. I can tell he takes it serious.
He does.
And I can tell that he does respect the craft, because the way that his jokes are written, if someone else tells those jokes hit different by a seasoned comic.
Yeah.
And you can speak to this. You know, I'm more of a fan of comedy, but you being the legend that you are, what did you see in that special?
So I've learned first of all, when I watch comedian specials, I watch from a fan perspective. When I watch Ali Sadiq, I'm watching as a fan because I've seen Ali Sadiq live. I want to. When I'm watching Cat Williams, I'm watching as a fan. When I watch a D. Ray Davis, I'm watching as a fan. A Damon Williams, another legend out of Chicago, I'm watching as a fan. So when I watched T.I., I'm not gonna lie, I was probably 70% fan, 30% my comedy hard hat was on.
Critiquing.
Critiquing.
Okay.
Normally I don't critique. I just base it off how much I laugh. T.I. on his special, again, his story, he's a storyteller. You know, T.I. speaks very slowly, very clearly, so you can understand what he's saying. Now, you know, he sounds like the uncle telling you a story at the thing, but there's different types of uncles. He sounds like the uncle that's home from prison trying to articulate to you, where Bernie Mac sounds like just him, Robin Harris, Ali Sadiq. He sounds like that uncle too that came home from prison, but you still get some. Ali Sadiq gonna let you know I'm still a human guy. I'm gonna fuck some words up and I'm gonna say this, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, he brings you all the way into his story.
T.I. really articulates, and there's nothing wrong with that. When I watch it, like you said, some of the jokes, some of the stories were funny stories, but I'm like, ooh, I wonder if so-and-so would have said that, how would it sound? But that all comes with time on stage. And T.I. hasn't been doing comedy for 10 years. Like, people think comedy is a marathon, man. When you see a lot of these people getting on, they've been doing this for 9, 10 years. They've been working hard. A guy like Mojo Brooks, who I watched him hone his skills. I watched people like Lil Rel and D-Ray. I watched us all come up and hone our skills. So it's a time process. Now, a lot of comics were mad because they felt like T.I. jumped the line. Well,
it's fair.
Hey, it's fair, but here's why that didn't bother me. Because I know when T.I. first got on, It ain't shit he could do with me stand-up wise. You got the fan base. People know you from T.I. to music. But 45 minutes back to back, I don't care what T.I. go out on stage and do. And you still have to have that mentality now. You know, there's some comics that I respect fully. Man, do I want to go up behind a Tony Roberts? Hell no.
Another killer.
But I will.
Yeah.
I'm not scared. But you know you're going to have to put your hard hat on to go up behind a Tony Roberts, to go up behind a Rob Stapleton. You know, these kids go up behind a JB Smooth. Yeah, you gotta come ready to work. And ain't nothing wrong with that. That's the competition level of it. And I think a lot of comics was mad. But if I'm a promoter, shit, nigga, if I got the option of putting a multi-platinum Grammy Award-winning rap artist on the bill to say he doing comedy, people gonna come see him to either see him do great or to see him be terrible.
And that's the business side of it.
That's the business side. As a promoter, I don't give a fuck about your feelings about the creative artistry side of it. I'm trying to put asses in seats. So if T.I. come, and let's just say he bombed, which early in his career he was doing. Everybody bombs. Listen, if y'all got comedy friends and they sit up here and tell you that they never bombed, they full of shit. I don't care. Listen to what I'm saying. I don't care who says it. I don't care who says it. I'm talking to you if you that hit dog, holla at me. Every comic bombs. You mean to tell me the great Richard Pryor can bomb and you can't? Eddie Murphy done said he done had bad sets, working material. You can't bomb? Fuck out of here. But back to T.I. I honestly thought that if I had to give the special a grade, I gave it a C plus C. You know what I'm saying? Presented himself well. He was fly. He had his little outfit on. And I liked some of the stories. I just didn't think it hit like, you know, it's a thing to be said about delivery. You could be doing the simplest comedy in the world, but if you could deliver it. Michael Coyer is a master at this.
Another Chicagoan.
Michael Coyer tells mostly stock jokes, right? Some purist comics may agree with that, but not. But we all, to a certain extent, ain't talking about shit that ain't been talked about. It's just your perspective. But Michael Coyer tell a stock joke and create the shit and paint so many pictures around it and make it so flowery that you don't even realize that that's a stock joke. That shit sound like something he went through. Another person who was great at that, a comedian Tyler out of Atlanta. Not Tyler Chronicles, that's my man too, funny as shit, but Tyler, rest in peace. And the moral of the story is, funny as shit, dog. Some of the greatest shit ever written. Amazing. But they just bring you in, and that's what storytellers do. They bring you into the moment or whatever. I think T.I., I don't know if he cut his hair. I don't know if he's done with the comedy experiment. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, hey, I don't know, because they kind of trashed the special. A lot of people went and lit the special up, but at the same time, being objective, dog, I think with another year or two of polishing, he run that same special back and get up underneath somebody to show him how to deliver that shit. That special kills. I'm not saying it's Ali Sadiq. I'm not saying it's Chris Rock harmonica, but I think it gets received better. But that single he got out now where he riding coming down the street in that Cadillac, in that car, if Tip get back in the music, y'all rappers better be scared the old man back. Because Tip, that shit is hard. Hey, Tip, I ain't gonna lie. Go ahead, take a year off and give us a good album.
Let me ask you this. Have we seen anyone else, and it doesn't have to be from rap, but let's say baseball player, athlete, football, whatever, basketball player, any other genre try to get into comedy and be successful? Do we have any good examples? Now, I know we've seen like guys like Bubba Smith or OJ before he passed, right, get into movies and shit like that, but actual get on the
Shaq
stage.
Getting into rap and was decent.
And decent. Put some respect on Shaq name.
Put some respect on Big Shaq name. That album was hard, man.
Platinum.
And the shit with the Foo Snuggers.
Yeah.
I'm the hooper, hyper, protected by Viper. What's up, Doc? Can we rock? No hooks with RZA. Like, Shaq got some heat.
And he got a Biggie joint, man. Stop playing with him.
Don't play with the big homie. But comedy,
yeah.
Most comics usually start out comics. It ain't too many people because comedy is the one. Listen, let me tell you something. This is why, to me, and all you other professions that get mad at me, be mad at me. But this is a Homer statement right here. This is why I think like comedians are the best chameleons in the world. We can go anywhere into any genre and be successful because our minds, we're forced to be creative. Do you understand when a singer goes out on stage When a singer goes out on stage, they got a band backing them up. So let's just say Tank's voice is off.
Yeah, he can hide the instruments.
He can lean on the band. You can hide behind the music.
I can lean on my background singers.
I can lean on my background singers. My voice is off. I have to find a way to make that funny. And that's the challenge. I'm out there with a microphone and the crowd. The only other people I compare to comedians where what we do hinges on each joke we put out is a DJ. A DJ can have the floor packed, play the wrong song, that floor empty. A comedian can have the crowd in the palm of his hand, say the wrong shit, everybody shut their ears off. But comedy, even with actors, you got your great actors, right? No disrespect to a Michael B. Jordan, no disrespect to a Benedict Cumberbatch, but tell me they can improv and get down. It's very few of the great actors that can get down like a Jamie Foxx, like a Eddie Murphy, like you can switch and go to different personalities and be different peoples, because that's what we do when we doing stand-up. We improv. Now, I'm not saying we the greatest, but I guarantee you I could take a comic and stick him. It's been proven. I've taken comics and put them in the music. They've won Grammys. How many Grammy Award-winning artists then came over and made a dope-ass 45-minute special or tour doing comedy and been great? But I could take a comic, put him in, Jamie Foxx, Eddie Murphy. We've all competed. Eddie Murphy nominated for an Oscar. Acting.
Jamie Foxx got his. Wait, let's go deeper. That's just the black side. Robin Williams, nominated for an Oscar. Rest in peace. Tom Hanks did stand-up comedy first. They forget he was a comic, bro.
Stop fucking comedians out of and comedians get bitches and give them wings and free tickets to shows. Well, you NBA players, NFL players, is sending them to Michigan Avenue to shop. Had that conversation with Jalen Rose. We argued one day when he was on the set of Barbershop. I said, Jalen, y'all trick. Comedians can't trick. We ain't as rich as y'all. So when we get flown down to Effingham, Illinois, when we get driven down to Effingham, Illinois to do a show, we tell her to come with us. She gets some wings and some chicken fingers. And comics smash that night.
It's a good life.
Or if we don't bring nobody, we got somebody down there. Every city we go to, we don't have to spend no money. She just happy to be at the show, backstage. She got to meet Cat Williams. I ain't even a man. Comics is different, dog. Male and female. Great. Go look. I dare you. Show me somebody that came from the music world, stepped over into comedy and killed. Whoopi Goldberg, comedy. EGOT.
Yes.
EGOT. She got them all. Emmy, Golden Globe, Oscar, Tony. That's elite. It ain't that many of them. What is about 20 in the whole world that did that?
I mean,
one-man shows, different characters. Go back to people like Rich Little, impressionist, that do comedy, can switch their voices up. Shout out to my man Reggie Reg, do Denzel Washington, do Donald Trump. But it's, man, just stop. Listen, let's not have this argument. Comics are some of the most brilliant people on earth. They're also some of the most troubled because we're forced to be creative. Name me a singer or get into an argument with his girl and write a hit record about it. I get in an argument with my broad 10 minutes before showtime, and I got to go out here and make you laugh. I can't use the pain, because if I go out and I speak about what just happened between me and her, I might further take us down a bad road. But Tank could go up there, and I'm sorry for fucking somebody else. I know I shouldn't have did it, shouldn't have fucked somebody else. Y'all gotta excuse me with my voice, I shouldn't have fucked some. And y'all crying and shit. Okay, Tank, it's okay. I go out there like, yeah, my bitch mad. You ever have your bitch be mad at you because you fucked somebody else? The crowd is losing it.
I got to go home to that.
Yeah. So if Tip wants to keep doing comedy, I'm not mad at it because I'm not intimidated by Tip being on the show with me. It's just another comic on the show. I'm gonna go out and do my thing regardless. It's what the crowd think is what the crowd gonna think. Whether I'm funny at him or not, that's not the issue. Did I earn my money? Did I earn my keep and my place? The competitive nature in me is like, ain't no comic finna go out here and outdo me. Homies or not. But I think Tip, I wasn't mad at the spec. I wasn't mad. I wasn't overwhelmed like, oh shit, this is great. But I wasn't mad.
Okay.
But I said the same thing about Dave Chappelle's special. I wasn't like, oh my God, this was over the top funny, but I was informed. I left that motherfucker wiser to what's going on in the world. With Tip, I was like, I wonder if I'd have paid to came and see it, I would have been like, okay, I got to see Tip do something different. It was dope. But if he getting back into music and he's still burning y'all, I tell you a lot where hip hop is at right now. That 50-year-old man could come in and still smash this motherfucker.
Let me give you a quick temperature check, man. I know we be pretty spot on. We be pretty spot on with these takes, whether y'all like it or not.
Sometimes.
The truth is, like, we batting close to 80%.
Sometimes.
I want to jump into Rich Paul.
Yeah.
Rich Paul once again.
He had the internet fired up.
Look, man, he's getting dragged. Okay. Because I asked this question, and this is why I said I didn't think it was a good idea.
You did.
Right?
You said it.
But he was speaking, it was a hypothetical, people. And Max Kellerman, you think you slick because you set him up. And again, I know they have pre-production meetings, so this is all on purpose, right? But what I do like is he's not afraid to stir the pot, so to speak. I even heard, what's my man? Austin Rivers.
Austin Rivers.
Right? He went off on a tangent saying, what does he have a podcast for? You're an agent. You don't do this. Have you heard another agent doing this?
It's a conflict of interest. And I thought that too when he first said he was getting on. I thought he was producing it. I didn't know he was going to be on it. And I said to myself, that might be a conflict of interest because can you openly talk about what you got going on? Even though I said, well, then I looked at it this way. This might be LeBron's last year or next year might be his last year. But still, while LeBron is in the league, is it cool for you to be talking about shit, talking about other players? Because you can use your podcast to leverage it to get people to come to clutch.
Exactly.
Or to salt.
Poach. He poaching.
Indirectly. Or salt.
Somebody else's value.
Yeah.
Which is when Max brought up, I forgot the actual question they asked.
The shit that was going on between Jeanie Buss and them and Brian.
Well, before that.
Oh, before that.
It was the Austin Reeves comment.
Right.
Right? And he said, hypothetically, Austin Reeves could go to Memphis. He's valued at about $30 million. We bring in Big Boy from Memphis, bring him over there, yada, 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 whatever, right?
Triple J.
Yeah. And so
which would be stupid as fuck on Memphis part.
So from there, it was a big firestorm to the point where they met at halftime at a game and got into
Reeves' agent.
Reeves' agent.
But Rich Paul say they boys, so they talked it out. But here's my thing. Again, what me and you could say, hypothetically speaking, it hit different from Rich Paul because you have the power to make it happen. For example, I work on the radio, right? And me and my wife used to do this fun thing like, who is people that you get a pass for that you could leave me for? So my wife was like, oh shit, I think this nigga find this, and these are all celebrities.
Don't act like you don't know the names.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say it out loud. They might watch the podcast. I don't want to be on here talking about Leon doing it live from Cook County. But anyway, what I'm saying is, one of them was Don Cheadle. But it's like, that didn't resonate with me when she was a pharmaceutical tech. Don Cheadle is not walking into a Walgreens in Homewood anytime too soon. But when she became a makeup artist and started working on movie sets,
it's a possibility.
There's a possibility that they can bump heads. Just like with me. When I'm talking shit and I was working for the Board of Education, cool. But my list that I had when I started working for the radio, hosting events where these people was at, it hit different now.
Mm-hmm.
So, Rich Paul, you being an agent, you talking about that, it hits different because literally you have the power to move around and talk to certain people where you can either put that in motion or you could fuck with that man's value. And I agree with Austin Rivers, who I usually don't. Sometimes I feel like he talks shit, but I agree with him in the fact that, like, what is you doing, man? Why is you even speaking? Why is you even using? If you go use a hypothetical situation, you could create. You're smart enough where you could create a hypothetical situation where you talk about salaries and you create a salary and all that and do that. You don't have to use names. You didn't. He could have said, let's just say I'm running a team. I don't get a team name. I just say I'm running a team and I got a player who's got 2 years left and $30 million, right? If I want to win now, why wouldn't I take that player, shop into this team that's not really doing well, who's got somebody that I need at a position at 2 years, 30 million, the same thing. We do a swap and some picks. And now at least while I got this star player on my team, I can make a run, try to make a run for 1 or 2 championships, and then they're building for the future anyway. You could have did it like that. But you start doing names and you start doing names of teams, that's dirty pool. You putting it out there.
But if I'm playing devil's advocate, right, and I'm saying, look, at the end of the day, regardless of what I check in to, how I get my money, right? When I go clock in, I'm Rich Paul the agent. When I'm off the clock, I'm Rich Paul the fan, right? And one could say, Rich is just reminding them that narratives aren't contracts, right?
But they make contracts happen. Bullshit.
Okay.
Rich Paul full of shit. If he trying to bring that, and I think Rich Paul is a genius to not even to go the path that a lot of agents went to get their agent status. I think he's a genius. But if he thinks that's the case, I got some land in motherfucking Chicago for you to sell. Downtown Chicago, right? Bullshit. Because narratives in this day and age, if you'd have told me that 20 years ago, when the narrative has to go from ear to ear to ear, but in this day and age, where you can go viral for saying something on the internet, and some idiot, come on, man. We do clips and motherfuckers have
for sure
30-page dissertation on a clip, and they ain't went and saw the full show, so they saw the whole thing in context. They saw the clip. That's the era we live in now. That's why I said these things right here are more dangerous than a pistol. It could kill your career. You say something crazy. Now, Rich Paul, when he said that, yeah, I'm pretty sure he thinking like, yeah, I'm just hypothetically speaking. But to the public, to the guys who don't deep dive and analyze shit like
he's
we
negotiating to the public.
He talking that shit. He's slick talking. Now all of a sudden, if let's just say, and I don't think it's gonna happen, but let's just say Reeves get moved. Where we gonna go back to?
Oh, we going right back to that clip.
Come on, dog. So for you to think that I don't claim to be no smart motherfucker, but I know that's slick talk. You could say it's hypothetical, but you sat down and thought about that scenario.
So my thing would be this, right? Excuse me. It's not about money. He doesn't need the money, right? So what is the actual why for him doing the pod, right? It's because he wants to talk about the culture thing.
It's another leverage. It's another way to leverage myself in with players and do this. Because if Rich Paul is talking about you on his podcast, you hot right now. I can use my podcast and make you hot. I can use my podcast to kill you.
To shake shit up.
To shake shit up. Kill your value or get you moved somewhere where I need you to be. You know what I'm saying? And I guarantee you, Reeves' agent, even though they boys, is like, dude, come on, man.
You know better.
What the fuck you doing,
yeah.
man? Like, I can't, listen, I can't outmuscle you. You got, but goddamn, dog, that's what you on?
Let me live. Let me and my client live.
That would be like me. Here's what this is. This would be like me going on a podcast and talking about a young comic that's doing his thing, that's booking shows all across the city, every crowd and everything. Then I go on my podcast and be like, hey, well, he's good, but I've seen others like this person who I think could do this show. So whether I'm hypothetically speaking or not, to the people that he's going to and talk to, they was like, man, well, I saw on the podcast, they said so-and-so better than you. And if my word is respected like that, which Rich Paul's word is going to be respected. So I'm just saying, dog, like, yeah.
I mean, it's gotten so bad.
There's some shit that should be off limits. There's some shit that you should not talk about. Max Kellerman say that, whole different story. And if Rich Paul be like, I don't want to get into that because I deal and I talk to these people every day. Now, when I get out of the game and I ain't got no more people in the game, I'll come on here and have these conversations and I'll surprise you with a lot of shit.
And if that's the case, then don't do the pod.
I'm not going to say don't do the pod, though, because there's still other stuff he could talk about without having... He could talk about NFL all he want to.
But no one wants to hear that from him.
Well, it don't matter. That's what Max Kellerman will be there for then. Then Max Kellerman, you say the salacious shit. What are you doing? You're not connected to the league in any way. You're not representing no players. You're a journalist. You're a media guy. That's what you've been known as, a highly intellectual media guy.
Old rapper, too.
Yeah, well, yeah, whatever. that don't want to talk, like, that Stephen A. Smith don't want to talk about, right? So let you be that guy. You be that guy. And Rich, you say, I ain't saying you got to be Switzerland, I'm saying you could be critical of somebody. Draymond do something stupid, you could be like, Draymond know better. You know what I'm saying?
And okay, so again,
But don't talk about Draymond finances and how Golden State should move him for this guy. And this guy happens to be a friend. This guy's agent happens to be a friend of yours. Motherfuckers gonna look at that as like you trying to leverage your friend's position with his client.
But to your point, Draymond has a successful pod, and as soon as he gets off the court, he goes and talks shit about whoever they just played, whatever just happened, whatever. To me, it's the same shit.
No, it's not, because Draymond does not control a narrative of getting you off a team.
He don't control the paper.
He don't. All he can do is talk shit, and you expect that from him because he's labeled as an asshole.
Okay.
That'd be like if Dennis Rodman was to come on the podcast with his dick out in a thong and a mesh shirt. You'd be like,
nasty work.
That's Dennis. He did anything else, you'd be like, what he on? I'm saying, Rich Paul, you're in the room with owners. Draymond ain't in the room with owners. Not all of them. No, he might be in the room with Golden State owners,
just the one.
But he not in the room with all of them. Rich Paul walks into the room with all the owners. He has access to every owner in the NBA. So it hits different coming from him. But at the end of the day, we talking about him. And in this day and era, that's what it's all about. We talking about Rich Paul on this podcast, and we going to go click on it to see. I know I'll subscribe. I'll follow.
Yeah. Keep talking your shit, Rich. I appreciate it.
Keep talking your shit, dog. Even if it alienates a lot of your motherfucking clients.
So, I mean, it got so bad that LeBron even had to step out and say, hey, look, those are his thoughts, his comments. They're not related to me at all.
So now if his best friend, his homie who gave him the platform, who say, here, run this. And when he get out, he's still going to make money off Clutch. I gave you this platform for me to say, hey, he think what he think. That speaks volumes.
It does. It does. So where do you land with the beef, not beef, fake beef, I don't know, between him and Jeanie Buss? Because I personally feel like it's being a little bit blown out of proportion. Because
they don't ever do that again. I'm gonna have a drink on that.
Yeah. So
I didn't like that at
people,
all.
if you don't know, a big deal's been made about Jeanie Buss's relationship with LeBron James, and LeBron played it off and said, "Hey, it's not a big deal. You know, we see each other. You know, we give a head nod, we speak, and keep it moving."
I thought we was cool.
I thought we were cool, right? Here's the thing, people. Everybody's not cool with their boss.
You hit him with the Kevin Hart. See, here's the thing.
Here's the thing, right? You don't walk into your office and speak to your boss all the fucking time. Your boss may not speak to you. It's not a big deal. I thought we were cool. Now, what I didn't like is her stepping out saying, hey, we did you a solid by drafting your son.
You fucking right.
Now, that's a shot. That's a shot.
Where it's deserved. Motherfucker, I hold you down because I could have took that pick and took somebody else.
But you can't because I'm LBJ, and I brought your organization back to prominence. I got you a ship. My name is LeBron.
You got me one. Okay, so what do you? Oh, all right. Then I'm gonna do this. So what do you rank in the Lakers of all time?
He may not. I wasn't even. Well, I was gonna say the top, not even top 10. You give him 5?
Yeah.
Name me the top 4.
Kareem, Kobe, Magic, Shaq, and then him.
So that's 6. He's 6.
No, Kareem, Kobe, Magic, Shaq.
Okay, my bad. I can't count.
CPS education.
Yes, sir.
I went to a good school.
I did.
I went to a good school. No, I was not you, motherfucker. No, what I'm saying is, now fuck that. I'll put him. I'll give you 6. Jerry West. I'm gonna put Jerry West in front of him too.
The logo.
Okay, so now what I'm saying is this: Jeanie Buss, who's been quiet, ain't said a motherfucking word, then bend her will to anything LeBron asked for. She done gave it to him, right? Even breaking up that young team, that Rob Pelinka gave them everything they wanted. Gave him his coach, everything he wanted. LeBron has had to sign off on everything. And people could sit up here and talk shit and say, no, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Yeah, no.
LeBron had to sign off on Pelinka. LeBron had to sign off on JJ. LeBron has signed off on any and everything that went through that. Trades, all that. When they let go of Brandon and all them boys, he signed off on that shit. Give me some veterans in here. Whoop out the band, right?
He got Westbrook over there.
Signed off on it. Then didn't like playing with the man. So for Jeanie Buss to voice her frustrations to say, bullshit, motherfucker, we didn't have to draft Bronny. because Bronny made no difference. We could have got a motherfucker with more height, something that we need right now, a wing that can defend, instead of a 6'2" guy project that's going to go back and forth in the league. And when you leave here, guess what we going to do?
He out of there.
Guess what's going to happen to
He out of
Bronny?
there.
And I hate that for the kid.
I hate that,
but that's what's going to happen. He's going to be either down to the G League or out the league.
So then the question really is, for me, who has the leverage? Superstars or the owners?
Right now, in this situation or overall?
Let's go with this situation.
In this situation, Jeanie Buss and them got the leverage. Because you at the end of your career, LeBron. You're not a difference maker for us. We got our difference maker, Luka. So now, if I'm Jeanie Buss, and this is an unpopular opinion, I see what I could get for LeBron right now before he leaves my team in shambles, which he does every team. And listen, I don't take this as a shot at LeBron. I think LeBron is top 2 all time. Top 2 all time, right? Even though I said he's top 5 Laker, he's top 2 all time for what he's done in other cities. Bringing Cleveland their first ever title, the Heat, he's been a driving force. But when Lakers goes, that's a prestigious organization with a history, right?
There will not be a statue out in front of.
They will. They'll do it. They'll do it. It'll be a small one. They'll do it just like they'll do it just to say, they'll do it. They'll give him a statue. But Jeanie kind of upset, like, hey, motherfucker, talk to me nicely, cause that little nappy head motherfucker right there ain't got to be in the league. Because when nobody else going to pick him up unless you went to their team. This is facts. We all know this. It's not a diss to Bronny, because I like Bronny. I like the way he's carried himself throughout this whole thing. I like the way he's just put his head down, focus on working and trying to get better. I appreciate that from him. But the bottom line, at the end of the day, we know why he's in the league. Because it's Pops, right? Whereas people like Gilbert Arenas' child, they're going to have to play their way into the league.
Yep.
They're not going, you know what I'm saying? But they nice, though. Boozer's kid. He's going to play his way into the league, right? But my thing is this. Name me a team that LeBron left in a good situation when he left. When he left Cleveland, the motherfuckers went 2 years in a row with #1 draft picks.
Shout out to Kyrie.
Shout out to Kyrie and the dude from UNLV who was trash.
Yeah, out of Canada.
Garbage. Basura. I wish I knew how to say trash in Russian. I don't even know if that's right. It's trash. Chinese. Oh, sotoya. Itasha. Japanese. Sundugo.
Oh,
right?
God.
Italian. Buongiorno, stinka, basura. Yeah, just, right? Okay. Go to the Heat. Lead them. Thank God they have a structure in place where they didn't totally die. Pat Riley was like, I see this coming, right? You leave that, right? You go from the Heat, then you go where? Back to Cleveland?
Yeah.
They win.
They get the ship.
You lead them.
Get up out of there.
With a broke shoulder, Kevin Love. Kyrie say, I'm out. Trash. Then you go to L.A.
Sounds like a lot of star power to me.
That young rush, I'm not doubting that it's star power, but at the end of the day, when you lead a franchise, the franchise be fucked.
Because he is the franchise. So you're making my point, is what I'm saying.
My point is, though, Jeanie Buss is saying that's why you need to shut the fuck up talking, because what you wanted from us was way more important to you than it was to us. And we bent and gave it to you. And we ain't gonna get a title out of it. So that's why we started making moves now to get.
She's playing chess at this point.
Do I think LeBron signed off on the AD trade? Yes.
Absolutely.
But Jeanie was like, oh, good. Because you next, motherfucker. What you're not gonna do is leave us, and then we got a hole for 5-6 years. Luka gonna struggle. They didn't offer LeBron, right?
No,
exactly.
Sir.
So you mean to tell me that ain't business?
No, the writing's on the wall.
Looking ahead. And if they could get something for him, which some team would say, hey, we're close. Maybe this veteran guy who's still averaging 22 points a game can put us over the hump. They're going to try to get it and build around Luka. Hey, listen, man, this just me, but I think Kuminga going to be a Laker. And it might go, hot take, might go with moving your boy.
Draymond?
No, motherfucker.
My
LeBron.
Boy? LeBron? Okay. Hey, look, I love Kuminga. I love Kuminga. And I don't like what's going on over there at Kerr.
Kuminga, Donick, and all them young boys. That's a tough little playoff run. What you mean? Hold on. Hold on. Don't. Let's let the Kerr disrespect stop. What are you talking about, sir?
I'm talking about.
You lost your fucking mind.
I'm talking about.
I want everybody to focus on what this nigga about to say.
The fact that Steve Kerr gave him 16 DMPs for no apparent reason.
No, that you don't know.
That I don't know.
You ain't in the locker room.
Now, from what I do know, all of the players speak very highly of Kuminga, his work ethic, him as a person, all right, and a player. Even through this.
But how many of them said he should? And here go the only two players that matter. Fuck everybody else on that team, because they don't matter. Did Steph Curry and Draymond Green say he need to be in the starting lineup?
No.
Okay, so what did we say about not giving an endorsement is what? Not giving an endorsement is what?
It's an indictment.
It's an indictment.
But let's just be clear. When he's on the court, he's 20-10.
Great.
Right? They brought Jimmy over and they put him in a bad spot.
I take that one. The third one. What did Jimmy say? Did Jimmy say he should be starting? And you know Jimmy
I'm not giving up my spot. I understand. Jimmy
don't give a fuck. You know, Jimmy don't have to give up his spot.
That's what I'm saying. So
Jimmy don't have to give us. Jimmy played the 3?
Yeah.
What's the name? Play the 4? You put Kuminga at the 5.
They can get up and run.
He's 6'9", 6'10". He could be the small center. Or you could put Draymond at the 5 and Kuminga at the 4. So stop it.
I don't like. Again, we don't know what happened between him and Kerr, right? No one said that. But I haven't heard Steph Curry speak up for him. Right?
For who?
For Kuminga.
Exactly.
The
leader.
Which says a lot.
The God. The God of the Bay Area.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you ain't heard the devil of the Bay Area speak up for him neither.
Draymond spoke up.
What'd he say? Did he say he should be on the court starting with us?
No, what he said.
So I don't want to hear that shit. You a good guy? Man, I could think you a good guy. I could think you a good guy. I could think you a great guy at doing what you do. But you can't date my daughter.
That's how you feel?
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Two things can be true. Kuminga could have a great work ethic. He could be a great guy. But that don't mean you right for this shit right here. When I put you in game situations, you could be a whole different motherfucker. And I'm not doubting no motherfucker with 10 rings. Fuck all that. The most might be the best coach in the NBA.
So what do you say to...
How many rings? Hold on, let's go down his resume since you want to talk shit about the sharpshooter.
I got something
How
for
many rings he got with the Bulls? 3?
3.
How many rings he got with the Spurs?
I believe 2. It's 3? Okay.
6. So that's 6 now, right? And then how many he got with Golden State? He got 10 fucking rings as a coach and as a player. Yeah, I'm going with Kerr. Cause if Pop said that shit, if Phil Jackson did that shit, y'all will be nut hugging saying, "Oh, he's the greatest coach." Steve Kerr has earned the right and say that motherfucker, for as great as an athlete and talent that he is a cancer in the locker room. So let's get him up out of here.
What do we know about
And we've
Kerr?
given him chances. We've tried. When we drafted him, we tried. How many years he been in Golden State?
I think it's 3.
So then it gave him an opportunity. They tried. He didn't have his shit together his rookie year. They said he was a problem. His second year, he supposedly got the shit together right. Now it's his third year. Hey, man, get the fuck on then. Bye.
What do we say about Kerr and
if I'm wrong, I'll backtrack. But shit, I'm going with the coach that's got 10 motherfucking rings.
Kind of the same vein for me when I think about how he played Jayson Tatum USA games. Like, what is it about certain players? Are they challenging him and he just quietly gets on his white boy shit like, okay, well, you won't play.
But y'all always thought of how was Jayson Tatum playing in them games?
I'm
No. Don't do that now. Don't do that.
Jayson Tatum nice.
Was Jayson Tatum nice in them games? He was sucking overseas with the USA, and that's why he didn't play. And anytime I got to question whether or not you the alpha on your own team, yeah, let's talk about it. Who won NBA Finals MVP on his team?
Yeah, we saw it. We know who
No,
won.
say the name. You light-skinned motherfucker. Yeah, dog nigga won.
Yeah. Shout out to Jalen. Shout out to Jalen. Yeah, shout out to Jalen.
Shout out to Jalen with his own shoe. Fuck Nike. So my point is, again, coaching. We not in the locker room. And again, None of the other players on the team say, yeah, Kerr tripping, man. He need to give Tatum some more time. None of them said that. Because if that was it's the same way when Isaiah got left off the team in 92. Not a player on that roster said, man, nah, we would be better if Isaiah was here. Isaiah do deserve to be here. They didn't fuck with Isaiah. So that tell you something. I'm just saying, y'all looking at his surface level. I'm not saying that Kerr didn't like Tatum. He's just saying Tatum's not playing good basketball right now in this situation. And what I got out there right now, they're doing a better job. So I'm staying with that.
Well, let him go. Let the young boy go.
He's young. He's young. He'll be back. And Kerr was probably like, look, management was like, look, we invested a lot in him. We want it to work. Let's go. But now management saying, this motherfucker ain't gonna work. He not gonna fit. Good kid, but he not gonna work here. Let's go somewhere else. And wait a minute. Who offering big dollars for him?
Yeah.
Oh, so that tells you a lot, man.
Yeah.
Why we act like, why we always want to move the goalposts and make everything race and make everything like Steve Kerr's.
And that's what Dunleavy said. Dunleavy said,
who's
what's your
asking
value?
for Kuminga?
What's your value? And again, I understand that, but what I'm saying is when he plays, and they're there every day and they know way more than we do or what's released. I'm saying when he plays, he's 20-10.
Okay, well, other GMs must not be seeing that. Because ain't nobody knocking down the door to come get this motherfucker. Or if he 20-10, what would you think would be a good price to ask for him? Ain't that worth a first round pick?
Yeah.
Motherfuckers obviously
clearly they don't think they can get it. Yeah.
I'm just saying, dog.
Fuck it. I just like to cause a little confusion.
I'm going with the coach that's got 10 rings, experience, and I haven't heard players shit on him. Ever. I've heard players talk crazy about Phil Jackson and Popovich. And Sloan. They ran Sloan out of Utah, remember?
Yep.
Steve Kerr, if you're watching this, I'm endorsing you. Don't make me look bad.
All right, so we got NFL playoffs, and then we got NCAA championship football.
Oh man.
Where do you want to start? And then
NFL playoffs. Let's just get it over with. Hey, I'm gonna say this. Shout out to my man Sean McDermott. It's not your fault. They putting this shit on you, but hey, man. The shit lie on your quarterback, Josh Allen. You can come and cry at a press conference all the fuck you want. You got your coach fired. You got your coach fired. I ain't putting that all on Sean McDermott, man. I ain't putting that on. Allen got to hold some of that. How many turnovers and shit he had in that game?
It was bad to look at.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to, CJ Stroud, buckle up, buddy.
Talk about it.
Because that defense you got, y'all supposed to be in the Super Bowl. All you got to do is take care of the ball. You've been playing horrible. But see, karma's a bitch. Remember when you went and grabbed Caleb on his shoulder and like you was giving him advice?
Yeah, like you that guy.
Yeah.
Like, come on, fam. I ain't like that.
Come on now. You might be a flash in the pan now. Motherfuckers looking at you different. But Sean McDermott losing his job is bad. You know what I'm saying? Because he coached a good game because it wasn't like Drake May and them, you know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like they got blew out. They was in that game. It was turnovers late that cost them. But fuck the AFC.
All right, so
I just knew the Bears. First of all, I thought San Francisco was going to upset Seattle. I was horribly
That would have been
wrong.
nice.
I was horrible. Yeah, because I want that get back. I was horribly wrong. Seattle is the best team in the NFC. We're going on both sides of the ball. Now, maybe their offense is a little weaker than their defense, but their defense is tough. Their defense is tough. Bears and Rams, listen, the cold, it helped a little bit. It kept the Rams' offense in check, and the Bears' defense played well above water than what they normally been playing. And we got our quarterback, man. Even though we lost overtime, you know what I'm saying?
It was the comeback season, but I felt like that game was a little bit more complete than we've seen.
It was. We lost, but I will say this. I love my coach. I love my new coach. We just got to stop getting cute on shit, man.
I felt that he wasn't making the same play calls that he'd been making all playoffs in the season.
That play where Caleb threw the interception in the game, dog, you didn't need that many yards. Get the first down. Get the first down. But I get it. We love people to sleep. Get the first down. And Cairo know how to kick in that weather. Oh, we a field goal, we win the game. Get the first down. I don't know if that's coaching or is that Caleb. And then for all the people that talking about DJ Moore gave up on the route or whatever, and they said that was a miscommunication and something new that they had put in, and he slowed down because he didn't think the ball was coming to him. I'm going to say this. If DJ Moore gets moved over the offseason It's not because of that. Even though he's shown at times bad body language and all that, it's not because of that. It's because of money, and it's because you've got 3 young receivers that gave you the same production for cheaper value. You got Luther Burden on a rookie contract. He could be your number 2. Roma Dunze on a rookie contract. He could be your number 1. Colston Loveland, the tight end, he's on a rookie contract. He's also another receiver. So don't be surprised if somebody comes sniffing around asking for Komet or asking for DJ Moore, the Bears say, okay, well, what you got? We need a couple of first rounds, a second rounders, a third rounders for him. And they start building depth with youth, because that's how teams get good and stay good. You know what I'm saying? You keep that pipeline going.
So to your point, Luther Burden, Loveland, Odunze, and DJ Moore, pretty much identical stats. 44 receptions, 617 yards for Luther, 48 receptions, 622 yards for Loveland, Odunze, 44 receptions, 661 yards.
Yeah.
DJ Moore, 49 receptions, 671 yards.
One guy's in his 30s, all the other ones are under 25.
Now, I didn't like the relationship between DJ Moore and Caleb all season. On
This
the field.
season
on
or
the
the
field.
first season?
Definitely
this season it was
first
a little
season.
bit better. The
I think it was
first
better.
season he pissed me off.
But this is why I think he doesn't move. I think because of their success this year, I think because they're moving in a direction that the city is completely behind them, he doesn't have to go anywhere. He doesn't have to go anywhere.
He don't have to, but I don't think Poles thinks like that.
So
I think Poles is
another young guy.
Look what Poles did with the picks. How he flipped that Carolina pick into Caleb, right? Which if the Raiders were smart, they'll do the same thing. They don't draft Mendoza. Flip that number 1 pick to a team that think Mendoza's going to be their guy. They're going to stink, and then you get a number 1. But the reason why I think it's a possibility is because Poles looks at it as like, let's just say the Raiders, who are blowing everything up, they come to you and say, hey, look, give us more and a 3. We'll give you Crosby and a 4 or a 5.
I'm taking that.
Now you got your pass rusher.
And Crosby wants out, quietly.
You got Crosby on one side, Sweat on the other. Now you got your pass rush. Now all you got to do is fill the void in the middle with defensive tackles, draft some linebackers. If I'm the Bears, I'm going all defense this year in the draft. I might do a little offensive line depth, but I'm going all defense, and I'm telling people everybody's job is up for grabs. Everybody. I'm drafting safeties. I'm drafting corners. Come in, you get pressed for your job. It is what it is.
And I love what Ben Johnson said. Hey, look, we at the bottom.
We back to zero.
We back to zero.
Ain't no
this shit
building
don't mean
on
nothing.
this. Nothing.
And I
because
love
you're
that.
going to have the hardest schedule in the division next year. You're going to have the hardest schedule in the division next year.
And you know, like I know, if Odunze catches that touchdown in the first quarter, they win that game. 5th
in the leagues in drops. So it's stuff that everybody needs to work on. But one thing I know for sure, we got our quarterback. Caleb Williams is the guy. The Iceman is the guy. Hopefully in the offseason, he works on the simple shit like footwork and stuff so he can hit the layups because he make the shit out of difficult throws. Like he that dude that he be running like, Caleb, don't throw it. Oh, yeah! But then when it's one wide open, he'll miss him by 15 yards.
All right, here's my question. Where the fuck did Indiana come from?
Oh.
And then
you talking about college football?
College football.
Hoosiers. Shout out to the Hoosiers winning the national championship.
It's crazy to me.
Well, all they guys took paid time off from their jobs at the steel mill. Because the motherfuckers like 28.
Grown as hell.
Grown ass man. But that's bullshit. Everybody that's saying that's the reason they won, I think that's bullshit. Because Miami had the most experienced quarterback in the tournament. He had already been on a member of 2 championship teams at Georgia. And now he was coming to Miami with all that experience. So to sit up there and just try to say, oh, Indiana had all these old guys, Indiana was well coached. Signetti is a great coach. Mendoza, I think, is an average quarterback who will be in the league and have a journeyman career. He won't be a difference maker. But they just had a team that played together. They didn't have the best athletes on the field at all time. I would think Miami's team was more athletic than them. But they just had guys who locked in, believed in the coaching system, and ran it. You don't blow Alabama out. Alabama got athletes. You ain't finna tell me Alabama ain't loaded with athletes. You just had guys on Indiana that were a little smarter. And I want to attribute that to just that being older. Because like I said, Carson Beck was older than everybody on the fucking field, and he lost.
So with this Miami thing, let's be clear. There's a guy, young fella by the name of Darian Mensah.
Woo, from Duke.
From Duke. He was at Tulane before that. When we talk about running up the NIL bag, okay, he got paid to leave Tulane, come to Duke for $8 million, puts up crazy numbers.
Win the ACC.
Now, Miami loses. Miami is now pitching him $10 million, give his sister $2 million.
Who's at Oregon?
All right.
She playing volleyball, right?
Yeah. Right. So basically $10 million to get him to come there. So they're buying quarterbacks.
So all they did was open the revolver, took the Carson Beck bullet out, and finna insert the Mensah bullet and close it back up. This is why, and I said this when Ed O'Bannon and them first did their lawsuit against NCAA college basketball. Because I used to play with UCLA because both of them was on there and their team was live. I used to light niggas up. I said, starting out, this is going to be great for college athletes. I'm glad somebody like who West Virginia used Michael Vick, sold more number 7 jerseys than any jersey in the history of their school. And you know why they were selling the number 7 jersey? Because Michael Vick wore it, right? Georgetown selling number 3 basketball jerseys because of Allen Iverson. With his name on it or not, you knew number 3 stood for Allen Iverson. That's like when you see a 23 right now, you think Michael Jordan. You don't think shit else. 23 and 45, you think Michael Jordan. Am I lying, bro?
No, that's it. All day long.
So when that first happened, I said, this is going to be great because college coaches get to transfer in the middle of the year and they can go coach a team. But if I transfer as a player, I got to sit out for a year and wait next year, so I lose a year of eligibility. I said, this is going to be great until money gets involved. Once money gets involved, clip this. Greed is undefeated in sports, politics, and life. Greed has a winning record. I don't care what your intentions are when you go into it. When that money get involved, greed is undefeated. There's some anomalies. There's some people that say, hey, I'm going to go to this school because I really love this school and what they could do for me from an educational standpoint. I love the program. I love the coach. And I'm going to stay here and win. But at the end of the day, when somebody offers you the bag, that's where you're going. Before, it was illegal. That's why Miami was on top, right? But even then, look, let me show you how greed worked. A player lit in college, right? Then made about 500, 600,000 under the table in the 80s, because in the 80s, that's like having $1 million. 500, 600,000 from boosters on the table. Mama got a job. Daddy got a job for 200,000. You driving Lamborghinis, Range Rovers from this dealership that just loans you cars on the weekend, but that's your car, right? You don't make it to the league. You was good in college, but you weren't good enough to go pros. Now you done cleared about 450, 500,000. And them people who invested in you, they understand that they was taking a chance and they took a loss. Or you went in the league and only played a year and a half.
Can't recoup that.
You can't recoup that, right? Then your bitch ass get on TV and talk about how you got paid underneath the table, fucking up the money for everybody else that's coming through.
Hater in aisle one, clean up.
Same thing, this NIL shit is going to be only as legal. Like this guy right here, if he goes to Miami, it's going to show that greed wins. Then everybody else is going to try it. And you know what's going to happen? The NCAA going to say, bullshit. Y'all not finna just be openly, blatantly up in here giving people contracts and just, somebody going to complain. Somebody's going to complain. Just even like with the, look how quick the NCAA playoff next year is going to have 12 teams. You want to know why?
Please,
this may be a hot take. I may be
Please
wrong
tell
for
me.
this. How many did they have this year? 8? They're going to have 12. You want to know why? Because Notre Dame complained. 100% I guarantee they're gonna go to 12. They doing 12 because Notre Dame said there's some bullshit that we ain't in it and we independent and we ain't joining no motherfucking conference because we got a contract with NBC where we get our own money and I ain't got to split shit with no SEC, no ACC or nothing. We get that full contract. God damn it. And we should have been in the playoffs. Y'all put Miami in and then put us in. Y'all put these people in and put us in. We Notre Dame. We sell tickets. We sell tickets. The Golden Dome, our fans travel. You think
Legacy.
Indiana fans? Imagine Indiana against Notre Dame. The stands would have been packed, sold out. Bullshit. They say, You're right. Be 12 teams next year.
So to your point, Duke is already trying to block it. Duke quarterback Darian Mensah is trying to speed up the legal case that currently has him blocked from heading to another school. An attorney for Mensah filed an emergency motion in Durham County Superior Court seeking a judge to reconsider the temporary restraining order granted to the school.
And mind you, he jumped into the portal last minute.
Yeah, because that offer came in.
He jumped into the portal last minute. Yeah. So greed wins. And if your pocket's big, that's why Nick Saban left. Because the powers that be at Alabama told him, said, hey, man, we going off the law that we Alabama and people going to want to come play for us. We're not digging in our pockets to give a motherfucker no $7 million, $8 million. And Saban said, well, I can't win. I'm not going to win. And if you notice, since this money started flowing, that's the playing field to level. Remember, it used to just be all SEC.
All
Georgia,
day.
Alabama, the big dogs in the SEC. Look now. Indiana, 2 years.
They were the worst team last year.
2 years.
Come on, man.
The man came in 1 year and flipped the team, and in 2 years went unbeaten for a national championship. We go to pros right now, he a legend.
Yeah.
That get him a pro job right now. But he probably like, nah, I'm going to do at least another 3-4 years here because I'm God.
Yeah.
I'm God. When you're a college,
it's cheap in Indiana.
When you're a college coach, you are God. You run the town. Saban ran the town. My man down in Clemson, Debo Sweeney, run the town. My man that was in Penn State before he got fired, Franklin, ran the town. The boy that's in Miami right now.
Run it.
But if Miami pull this off, that's booster power. Booster power, and it's going to signal the beginning of the end of NIL. They're going to put a cap on how much you can pay.
How many times you can leave.
How many years you can leave. Like the kid that just went to Tennessee State, the quarterback.
Yeah.
For his 7th fucking year of eligibility. Carson Beck graduated 2 years ago. That was a job. Carson Beck graduated 2 years ago. If I'm not mistaken, if I'm wrong, chat, let me know. Carson Beck graduated 2 years ago. That's a fucking job. He was just coming into Miami. Imagine, nigga, I don't have to go on campus. I'll pull up in my Lambo to come to practice. That's it. I come to practice, I eat, I go to weight training, I go home.
It's a good life.
I'm in the club. I'm in the club with Luke and Michael Irvin and all of them because I'm way over 21.
Why would I leave college?
My teammates can't even go where I go.
Why would I leave? You've been on many college campuses.
What?
My first year on the campus, it was grown men, full James Harden
out
beers.
Here
hunting. new meat on the yard, taking food off my plate. You know what I'm saying? Everything's cheaper.
Homecoming when you see all the Greeks, the big dogs come back. Well, why'd you here, man? You 50.
Heaven.
Checking out them little 22, 23-year-old tenders. And I'm going to win because I pulled up in the Rolls-Royce Corniche. Ain't none of you young boys got that. I'm $1 million businessman. Now imagine I go to school that still. I'm enrolled. But all I got to do is I take one class and it's some shit like physical therapy that blend in with my football shit. So I just come at 4. Practice is going to be at 5. I come at 4, do the class, learn how to tape an ankle, and I go out here and practice. I'm pulling up. I got porn stars cheering me on. Abella Danger. Shout out to Abella Danger. This is where you put... Matter of fact, could you do this as a clip, please?
What do you need? Tell me what you need.
Listen, Abella Danger, the focus should not have been on you during that game because you was upset that Miami was losing. And I think that was very crass of them to put the camera on you while you was crying. Because I've seen you at your best. And in the words of the great songstress Aaliyah, at your best, you are love.
Let me talk to DJ Leon Rogers.
At your best, Abella Danger, you are love. And I'm sorry for Miami losing. And my heart goes out to you. Mine don't know who you is, so mine, you got to do some research.
No, I know exactly who she
you know
is.
Who
I know
she
exactly who, and I understand your pain.
Amazing. God bless you, Abella. Football fan.
Is DJ Leon Rogers available?
Yes.
Just let me, because I need to talk to the DJ real quick.
Oh, I know what you about to ask.
I need to talk to the DJ.
Because we got a Verzuz coming up.
Yes, I need to talk to the DJ.
We're going to close on this.
Yes.
We got a Verzuz coming up. Because I schooled you youngsters the other time, you ain't want to listen.
Okay, so look.
You ain't want to listen when I told you what was going to happen between No Limit and goddamn Cash Money. I told you what was going to happen.
Yeah.
You ain't want to listen to OG.
Another clip, $1 million plus. So shout out to you, right? Let me just be clear, all right? People, we're talking about Hit Boy and Mike Will made it.
Listen, again, all you youngsters, I know what you finna holler. Hit Boy finna kill him.
I'm gonna tell you this. Hot take, unpopular opinion. I don't need this shit. I don't need it.
What?
I don't need it. And I'm gonna tell you why. I don't feel like Hit Boy has been in the game long enough.
No, I'm not gonna do that. Don't do that.
To say we want to hear him in a Verzuz.
You sound like to get off my lawn, nigga. Don't do that.
Okay, look.
Don't disrespect. Hit Boy to produce for your man. He produced Grammy Award winning shit for your man.
Nas and them. We know what time it is. I love him as a producer. What I'm saying is this.
You're an asshole, bro.
You know it. We don't need this.
We don't need this. Is an asshole.
We don't need this.
Y'all here, clip that. You're an asshole, bro. Because look, bro.
His credits,
Hit Boy is nice.
His credits are amazing. I love Hit Boy.
I'm not even talking about the Nas stuff. Hit Boy is...
He got shit. Let me be clear. Beyonce the whole night. I'm with it. I know the catalog.
Jay and Ye. Niggas in Paris. Are you serious?
There's a better battle than this.
I dare anybody to not move when that shit come on in the club.
No, that shit come on.
Got Boss so hard, motherfucker. That's Hit Boy.
No one's gonna tune in for this.
Mode.
No one's gonna tune in for this.
Are you crazy?
No one cares. No one cares.
That's that old ass glory days of hip hop when I was in college, fucking all the hoes, playing basketball. I was 100 pounds lighter. I was in my point guard body.
Here you go.
I'm listening to Mobb Deep. Woo wop the back. You're crazy. Listen, I like Hit Boy. Don't get it twisted. Hit Boy, that dude. I just think Mike Will gonna edge him out. Mike Will got a nice little catalog. When you think about Mike Will, let's just go with Ray Shremmerd alone. Eardrummers. Bands will make a dance. We go Black Beatles. I was just going through my files today. Black Beatles, Humble, DNA by Kendrick Lamar,
Bangers.
23 by Miley Cyrus.
Crossover.
Young nigga move that dope. Young nigga move that dope and move that dope and move that dope. And that's just off the top. Just some of the stuff I wrote down. I woke up in a new Bugatti.
Ooh, shout out to my guy.
But then when I go to Hit Boy, fam, when I go to my notes, because see, I do notes when you send me stuff. I know you don't think I do.
No, I thought you was off the top.
But I do notes.
Nasty work, Paul. Excuse me.
Yeah, you wildin'.
Yeah, I apologize. I'm saying is this.
But I'm old. Hit Boy. Kendrick Lamar, Backseat Freestyle. I already said niggas in Paris, right?
Yes.
ASAP Rocky Goldie. I said it must be because a nigga got dope.
That was my joint.
Stop playing, man. Drake Trophies.
Look, catalogs are
Nas
crazy.
Ultra Black.
I'm with you. You're missing what I'm saying.
No, I'm not because you ain't saying shit. Sicko Mode. Travis Scott.
When someone asks me,
ain't nobody fucking with my clique. Dog, I will throw this phone at you in this goddamn. So that's gonna be a great battle, and especially if they bring the people out, that's a concert, boy.
And I don't think they are the names. If someone says to me, "Give me Pharrell, give me Timbaland," I'm just saying, I'm just giving bigger names.
You talking about two niggas that ain't got time to do this shit? They got time to do Verzuz live. Hit Boy and what's name could actually be in the building. Remember, even when the RZA and Premier did it, they was on video screens. They wasn't in the same. I'm talking about two artists that you could get in a building that could bring people there. If you get Pharrell, and shout out to Pharrell right now, Pharrell, hey man, hey listen, Pharrell got the Quavo album coming. I'm not a Quavo fan like
Really? I'm sleep.
The single I heard, and he produced it in the Louis Vuitton factory where he did the Clips album. So Pharrell up there making magic. Timberlake. We talking about dudes that work with Missy Elliott and all that.
Let me ask you this.
I'm talking about these brothers. That's gonna be a show, bro.
If I'm on board, right? I'm just gonna turn left here. If I'm on board with this battle,
mean ass old man,
right? I think it boils down not to the hits.
We used to wash our ass in Dove.
I don't think it boils down to the hits. I think it boils down to because these producers, maybe Hit Boy is now a rapper as well, but
I don't like that. I don't think every producer.
Who's going to show up for him? You know what I mean? Because their records are so big. How many of these artists are going to show up
I don't know if
for
Hit Boy and Ye is cool, but what if a Kendrick walks out?
I can see Kendrick showing up. I can see Kendrick. I don't
What
see
if
Beyonce showing up.
Travis Scott?
Travis ain't got nothing to do. He outside.
Big Sean?
Big Sean definitely needs that look.
So what we saying? You know Mike Will gonna have eardrummers with him.
Yes.
Ray Shrimmer, he might get, and that'll be epic because they broke up.
Yeah.
So imagine to have them reunite on his stage. Future, Pusha T.
He need that look. Okay.
That's gonna be a show, man.
It could be interesting.
So evil old
It could be
ass
interesting.
out here, man.
You
I
mean-
hate
okay,
you
no, but
old ass
you mean to
niggas.
tell me-
And you ain't even older than me, dog.
But what I'm saying is, you mean to tell me if someone
I'm
said
going to
Leon,
be watching.
if someone said Leon, we're gonna have a versus battle. Give me the 2 producers that you want to see. Who are you naming?
No. See, you moving the goalposts. They're not my first choice. No,
That's all I'm
absolutely
saying.
not.
That's all
But
I'm
damn, dog, my first choice would if you really want to get.
I do.
My first choice would be let's do Quincy Jones versus Kanye. Let's mix it up.
I'm with that
But Quincy's dead.
for sure.
All right, then.
I'm just saying.
And
we
Kanye
can
crazy.
play his records.
And Kanye crazy. So he ain't coming nowhere. And if he do come, he gonna sit and be quiet with a black hood on. I'm saying, for what they put together, if I sat up and watched Swiss Beats versus Just Blaze, if I watched RZA versus Premier, if I watched Babyface versus Teddy Riley, this for this generation, this a lit battle. This a lit battle for Generation Z.
This is what, 2010 to present?
It's a lit battle for Generation Z, dog.
Okay.
And I'm in. Because I'm telling you, they're going to drop songs, and even you and your East Coast bias ass going to be like, ooh, boy, I remember I had my belly on my wife on this one. Watch.
Okay.
That shit going to be lit. And mark my words, again, I'm telling you, youngin', just like I told you about Cash Money, that nobody want to listen to Leon. Oh, you tripping. I said, boy, them soldiers going to come in. And they not gonna be ready. If Wayne don't show up for Cash Money, they cooked.
So if I'm on board and I'm picking a winner, I'm going Hit Boy because of my East Coast bias and because of who he's worked with, some of my favorites.
That's fine.
I got Hit Boy.
I like Hit Boy. But I think Hit Boy loses real close. Mike Will got that shit, boy. When Mike Will start dropping them bands and make a when he dropped that. But don't get me wrong, Hit Boy gonna punch back. But remember, it all comes down to, listen, the greatest verses ever that showed you is how you organize your songs and your stage show was Jadakiss and them, the Lox versus Dipset. Even though to this day I'll say this, Dipset is a group that only resonated on the East Coast. We wasn't Dipset out like that where you knew all them songs. We knew Lox songs though.
Yeah.
Lox was everywhere. And I think, low-key, I'm going to keep it real. Hot take, might get mad at me. Lox owe a lot of that to Puff. For as much as they had to threaten him to beat his ass to get out of contract, they owe a lot of their worldwide
their name recognition
to Puff.
Yeah, that's cool. I think they'd agree
Because
with
before, if you wasn't a deep hip-hop motherfucker, you ain't know nothing about the Lox either. They was East Coast shit.
All right.
But you gonna see when you watch it, I don't want you to be honest. I want you to come on and be like, you know what, that was a pretty good show.
Well, you know what? While we still here, then let's not forget about J. Cole. What are your thoughts on this new drop that's coming?
I can't wait. I'm excited. I love J. Cole. There is no more Big Three. There's only Kendrick. And J. Cole is still top 3 rapper. He's still top 5 in the book. You can't name 4 or 5 other MCs that's getting commercial success that's better than him. Now, I can name some MCs that Black Thought, when we talk about MCs and bars, it's a whole bunch of people we could go to and add. But I'm saying with commercial success and selling records, the only people better than him is Kendrick, Drake. That's it.
Do you like the record that he just released?
Yes, I do.
I do. I love it.
I
love the concept.
And everybody that listen, you motherfuckers gotta stop. We know Nas did Rewind. We get it.
Thank you, Nas.
Thank you, Nas. Motherfucker, we know. We wasn't the first motherfucker to do a sports podcast. God damn.
Thank you, Leon.
Just appreciate the fucking music that he's back and he's actually taking a clever approach and not doing your basic club shit, stand on couches shit. He's actually doing a song when you got to listen to get the concept. All right, how about that? But I will say this, J. Cole, and I love you. You can clip this too. You can't talk that number one shit no more. That's dead. Leave that alone. You're just a great rapper. You're in the mix. I don't want to hear the word best in any of your raps unless you're talking about making muffins, cookies, kicking a field goal. Can't say you're the best in rap. Because the boogeyman invited you off the porch and the pretty boy invited you off the porch. And you apologize to both of them. So you be cool. You got to stay. You got to remain Switzerland. You Switzerland. Let the superpowers go at it. You Switzerland. You cannot, unless you come off the porch, throw a shot and say, you know what? I changed my mind. I really want to see.
As a grown man, you can do that.
I want to see what you motherfuckers about. Now, if you get your ass whooped, I'll respect you a little bit more. But again, you still can't say you're number one. You got to come off the porch and you got to win. I think the highest you can get is number 2 if you go at Drake. But you're not going to do that. So I get it. You had a peaceful Buddhist Zen spot in your life. God bless. I don't want to hear that you're the best.
I'm excited about the album. I think he's going to jump off the porch. I don't think he's going to say anything to Drake.
He's not going to jump.
Or Kendrick. Musically, I think we're going to hear some very creative shit. I think he's going to speak to his audience, which are the college backpack guys that been with him since he came out.
Niggas that don't like to wash up.
Yeah, all that.
Natural crystal deodorant.
All that, right?
No, get some Cass in your deodorant.
And I think he's at a point in his career where he doesn't need the radio single. And so we may get some hip hop. I think we may get some hip hop out of here.
I don't think no artist need a radio single. With that being said, let me ask you a question before we leave. What do you think the song of the year is on the radio? Urban radio.
Shit, I only listen to radio. I have no fucking clue. Probably
even streaming.
Ugh.
I think this is the song of the year. It's 2 of them. I narrowed it down, but I think I'm gonna give this artist the edge over Chris Brown, and that's tough for me because I think Chris Brown is a bad boy. Chris Brown, It Depends, is a huge song. TikTok, I did you well. Okay. I will. You got R. Kelly doing remixes from jail from it. But I think the song of the year is Kalani's Folded. My mama was singing that song.
Dope.
My mama's 76 years old, and she was like, the little girl that's singing, I want your body decided, because old people don't be knowing the words. I said, that's Kalani Folded. And I'm like, wow.
Mama looking good out here too. Let me be clear. I'm just giving love out here, man.
Thank you for supporting Sports Unplugged.
I'm just saying, man.
I'm about to shoot this nigga.
I love your
right
mama,
here
man.
in the middle. Hey, cool out, good. Man. I'm an A. For Media Mind, who this might be the last time y'all see this motherfucker, I'm about to leave him stanking.
Man. My mom's not here, bro. I'm just saying it was good mama energy,
cool.
Bro.
All right.
That's all. That's it.
All right, man.
I'm not even on that type of time with you right now. DJ Leon, man.
No, don't DJ Lee me on me, motherfucker. I'm gonna shoot your ass down here.
I don't want no smoke. I apologize.
Up, bury your ass, put your ass right over there with the sump pump.
Damn.
I be like, he must have got killed on the metro train.
Damn.
Yeah, talking about my mama, man. We were talking about how the fuck we get from my mama to Fold It. I just said my mama liked the song. Boom. Oh, wow, that's great. Your mama liked that song. That's crazy. That means much
it just took me to a place.
All that about my mama fine shit.
I didn't.
My mama ugly than a motherfucker to you, brother. How about that?
So I can't date your daughter and I can't compliment your mama.
Fuck no.
Well, look, people, this is Sports Unplugged.
Ex-wife before you date. Because I expect that. No, man. Hey, look, we appreciate y'all, man. Follow us, man. Like us, subscribe, comment at Sports Unplugged, SportsUnplugged on all social media platforms. We'll see y'all next week, man. We gone. Nigga, I almost said GCI.